Hi girls, this is Mandy and I wanted to show you how to apply your nail wraps today. So you really don't need much to apply them. You'll need a file or clippers depending on if your nails are short. You can use clippers, it's a little bit easier, or on little girls clippers are easier. Some little cuticle scissors, a nail stick, orange stick is what this is called, and then a rubber tipped cuticle pusher. We call this Jamberry Gold. It does a really good job of sealing your wraps in. You also need some kind of heat source, so you can either use our Jamberry mini heater. That's really quiet. I just turned that on. It's very quiet and doesn't put off a lot of noise, so if you like to do your nails sitting in front of the TV or when you're having a conversation with somebody, it's not going to annoy the person sitting next to you, and they can hear their shows and all of that. You can use a blow dryer, but again, if you use this, it is going to be a little bit louder. So as you're putting on it, you're going to have to deal with the noise, and it does kind of tend to blow everything around a little bit. It can be done. Just make sure that if you use a blow dryer that it is not an ionic blow dryer, because it will put more moisture into your wraps than you want. So before I put them on, this is what the sheet of Jamberry nail wraps look like. So this is your adult sheet, so it comes with all these different sizes. Typically I use the first half of them for fingers, and then the last two I use for toes. So I'll use this one for my big toes, and then I'll cut up this last one into smaller pieces to put on my toes. So you can get 2 full manicures and 2 pedicures with some accent nails left over from one sheet. Also, I have a junior sheet here. Junior sheets come with designs to mix and match. So you come, has 2 rows of one design and then a center design of an accent wrap, so the little girls can mix and match their manis. You can get 5 to 6 manicures and pedicures out of a junior sheet. You really don't need that many because they're so small. I like to use the juniors for my little toes, so I don't have to cut them down as much. So I have my daughter's sheets, and then I use their leftovers for my toes, and it works great. So those are your sheets. If you don't have everything that you need, there is an application kit that comes with everything that you would need, and it's really affordable. I love the bag that it comes in. The heater actually fits inside with all your tools and your wraps, and you can zip it up and take it with you, easy peasy. Very affordable option if you need any of that stuff. Okay, so today I'm gonna actually take a wrap off and then put it back on for you. So I'm gonna start with our lacquer remover. You can use just regular fingernail polish remover if you have that. I like this because it takes my wrap off very quickly and it doesn't disintegrate the wrap like acetone would do. So I have my cotton ball, and it's a pump, no spill application. So to remove a wrap, I'm going to lift up the corner of my wrap with my nail and just get it started a little bit. See, it's kind of started there. And then I'm going to take my cotton ball with my remover on it and kind of press it down where I have lifted it up. And what that's going to do is start lifting the edge of the wrap up. Now I use the strengthening base coat under my wrap, so I'm taking that off along with my wrap. You don't have to use a base coat under it. I like it because it makes my nails nice and strong and healthy. Or if you have ridges, you can use a smoothing base coat under your wrap, but you can see how that is just lifting that very gently off of my nail. So I'm going to continue kind of just rubbing it and rolling it off of my nail until the entire thing has lifted. And what I love about these wraps is they don't damage your nails. So it's not like using your gels or your acrylics that are going to mess up your nails. That's what I love about this. So here we go. So I've got a full nail there naked. Okay. All right. So from there, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take my nail prep. You can also use alcohol to do this. So I'm going to again take a cotton ball and prep this. You really only need 1 pump. I'm not sure why I went crazy there. 1 pump is fine just to clean your nail. So you're taking any lotions or anything off of your nail that would make the wrap not stick. Okay, so now my nail is clean. If I wasn't wearing wraps, I would go ahead and just push back my cuticles using a cuticle pusher, make sure my cuticles are back and I don't have any growth there. From there, I'm going to take my sheet. Now, I've already done this manicure and I left this wrap here because I know that that one's going to fit this finger if I roll it along this way. So here's my wrap. I'm going to take it off with my orange stick. Okay, so I have this here and I'm going to take my heater and just gently heat it for just a couple seconds. It's going to barely curl on my stick. Okay, and then I'm going to line it up with my cuticle. And you can take and reposition it if it's not lined up just right. Take it here, line it up. Okay, and then I'm going to press from cuticle to the tip, straight down. Okay, that way I'm not going to get any bubbles at the tip of my nail. Okay, now the faster you put them on, the better. Now I've been talking through this, so I'm going to kind of just reheat the sides of it just a little bit to make it a little bit more pliable. And I'm going to slowly press side to side and just roll that side down. And that way I'm not going to get any wrinkles here or here. But that's it. Just pressing it down with my thumb. Okay. From there, I like to cut that excess off because it kind of annoys me. So I'm going to take my cuticle scissors. I like to look at the back of my nail so I see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut off that excess piece, stick that on my cotton ball over there. Okay, and then from there I'm going to reheat just for a couple seconds. That's all you really need. And then I'm going to use my cuticle pusher and push all of the sides and that cuticle down really, really well. Now it works easier if you press your hand on your table or a hard surface and then do this, but I'm trying to show you what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to press down really, really well to get any bubbles out. And again, you can use your thumb to do that as well. Just to make sure it's nice and smooth. That's basically it. Now I still have a little bit hanging off here. Now this is where you can either take your clippers and clip that excess off with a little bit of your nail, or you can use a file. I use the clippers on my toes. Sometimes I'll use them on my fingers too. It just depends kind of what mood I'm in. But what I like to do is use the nail file. So when you file, you want to file at a 90-degree angle to your nail, and I turn it just slightly so that I don't have any wrap hanging over the edge that's going to get caught in anything. So I'm just going to file down. So I'm filing straight down against my nail. And let me show you. See how it's starting to slough off right here? That's what you want to happen. So I'm filing. See, I've got more hanging off right there, and this side had already fallen off. And again, just downward motion. So I'm not going up and down, I'm just going down and around, down and around. And the little edges right here, if you take it kind of sideways and still go down with it this way, you can get the edges really good. Okay, so that last piece fell off. And so you can see it's nice and flush with my nail right there. Okay, the last thing, I'm actually done, but the last thing I'm going to do is just heat one more time and then just press. Because anytime you mess with your tip, you want to press again. So again, if you were clipping, you would clip and then heat and then press. And that's it. So I've got my manicure. These will last me up to 2 weeks. I normally get about a week and a half out of them because I'm a picker and I've got 4 little kids that I'm constantly cleaning and doing stuff with. But you'll get up to 2 weeks. I get 6 weeks out of my toes. You'll do the same process with your toes, or you can check out my YouTube video on pedicures as well if you're interested. So thanks for watching, and message me if you have any questions. My email is jamminwithmandy@gmail.com, and we will see you soon. Bye.